Welcome to the Earthkeeper Briefings. I'd like to introduce you to a man they call the Green Bishop. Now, when I read the Green Bishop, to be honest with you, I thought it was a new strain of Durban marijuana, but it's not.
When we started, our concern was the alarming rate of environmental destruction taking place. And we humans are bringing about the sixth great extinction. And it is imperative that we care for our life system, support systems, our water, our air, our fertile soil, the habitat for all of life, if we are to survive as well. But in becoming concerned about that, it became clear that climate change is hastening the extinction and destruction that we are causing. So we had to become involved in climate change. But being involved in climate change, we have to look at what is causing it. And of course, our energy policies are a major cause. But what do we hope as an outcome of this gathering? I hope it will be a recognition that tackling this nuclear policy of our government is extremely important, so that we motivate as many as we can, as well as helping to raise the additional 500,000 that is needed for our court case.
Every single one of you has the responsibility to ensure that your future generations can look back and say, yes, they did do something. The key issue, if you're going to buy any kind of generation power, we have a constitution that says you have to do it in a transparent, equitable, cost-effective manner. And one of those is to check the price tag, and the other is to check what will be the impact on the economy. If you spend your money on a nuclear reactor, it means you're not going to buy hospitals, you're not going to put up schools, you're not going to do roads, you're probably not going to pay anybody a pension or a social grant for the next 50 years. And lo and behold, we found out in December last year, when everyone had gone on holiday and the government released it, that this piece of paper had been signed in 2013 and kept secret for 2 years. The Constitution says if you want to sign such a deal, there has to be approval in Parliament. But the minister simply came to Parliament and said, no, we signed this. We need everybody in the country to understand that this is not an acceptable way of dealing with any kind of infrastructure spend. This is not how you make decisions. You don't bend the legal process in order to get your buddies a job. That's not acceptable. And that's what everybody needs to stand up about. And so I just appeal to you to support SAFC and Earthlife in their court case. Thank you.
Thank you.
Government has so spectacularly mismanaged our economy and our affairs that instead of the 4.6% annual growth in our GDP that was used for the initial document, from next year there's a very, very strong possibility that our economy and our GDP will start to contract. Okay, that's a very different scenario. So do we need all this energy capacity? What is being proposed at the moment has absolutely nothing to do with what's best for us and what Kumi refers to as our children's future. What is happening before our eyes in South Africa is that our entire long-term energy plan is built on the back of a web of corruption and patronage. What is wrong? We're in a situation we can do everything right, but we're choosing to continue on the legacy of our old energy plans to do everything wrong. We have lots of resources, huge solar irradiation up in the Northern Cape, huge wind sources, huge biomass, alien vegetation, and probably the hugest requirement for jobs in the world. Let's look at our successes. Let's look at the Renewable Energy Independent Power Procurement Program. Since August 2011, there's been 5 bid windows. Okay. 3,725 gigawatts of renewable energy was planned. They put it up to 6.3 gigawatts because it was such a successful program thus far.
Why should we oppose nuclear? Because it is too expensive, it is too dangerous, and as a solution to climate change or to our energy crisis right now, will deliver too little, too late. Even if we were convinced that in fact everything will run efficiently and within the designated time we will have a nuclear plant that will generate electricity, I can guarantee you that if we have 7 nuclear plants in our country, or 8, I can guarantee you that spent nuclear waste will neither be stored in Kandla or neither will it be stored in Saxon World in Johannesburg. When our government says our solution is nuclear, then I want to today say with all respect to the entire cabinet of South Africa, when you say that, you essentially are saying you actually do not care for how long it takes for people to be brought out of energy poverty, because the average time that it takes to build a single nuclear plant, right, is about 10 years. And that is assuming everything goes on track, there's no corruption, there's no delays, that all the materials flow on time. And by the way, of all the countries in the world or companies in the world that build nuclear plants, Russia has the worst record. Please do whatever you can to support SAFSE in this court case. We have a choice to be part of the problem or part of the solution.